Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Kai and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Kai's ability to understand and respond to all of his formal on-leash obedience commands and some off-leash with and without distraction. I'm going to apologize in advance that we're having to do this indoors, but our camera is sensitive to humidity and completely fogged up when we try to do it outdoors. However, your lesson tomorrow, weather dependent, will be done outdoors so that you can get a real feel for this. Now, the first thing that we're going to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on his training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You are going to go home with your very own training equipment and taught how to use that properly tomorrow during your follow-up training session. Now, he is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. I want you to stay focused on where Brandy has her hands placed, because this is ultimate in controlling him, especially with distraction. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Kai, heel. At this point, Kai has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you are walking with or without distraction. Not forging ahead and always walking at your pace, and in a perfect world, be more focused on you than he is on the distractions. And you see Brandy's walking in a pretty tight circle, and he's staying right with her. Each time that she stops her feet, he looks up at her for praise and also an indication of what she's going to want him to do next. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit, stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command. Can be practiced on your walks, can be practiced in your house. This helps to develop focus and attention span and self-control. And really, his self-control is what you're having an issue with. Brandy has dropped her leash. She's walked all the way around him. She went back to where they started at his shoulders, and at this point he expects to get another command.
Good job. That's it. Thank you. Stay.
Nice sit, stay. And I know some of these commands he knew.
Kai, come.
This is your recall or your come on command, and he should come and sit. I can understand how you guys could spoil this guy, because he's a sweet dog. He's got a lot going for him.
Stay.
He's eager to please. Brandy's going to call him in again. Now, we use stay instead of wait. Whatever you want to use is fine. He totally understands that command. And was outside. We were getting ready to video, and then the camera fogged over and we couldn't. But he held a sit stay for like 4 minutes. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left open palm straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. Brandy again has dropped her leash, walked away from him. If he wanted to get up and come walking over to me, he certainly could.
Stay.
But he's responding to her commands, which is very important. And it's important that you guys practice with him so he sees that there is an authority in the house and it's not him.
Heel.
Brandy heals him out of that.
Stay.
Has him down and stay.
Kai, come.
Has him come and sit.
Thank you. Oh, I know we talked about it.
Yeah, he's getting bored with this. We've been working with him for like a half hour, 45 minutes, trying to get our camera figured out. And so he's kind of over this right now.
Stay. Come in. Watch me.
This is your down from a distance.
Oh, I know. Yes, I understand. I don't
He
know.
crawls in. He always wants to be near you and on your feet. Now we have demonstrated for you all of the formal on-leash obedience commands that Kai has been practicing while he's been with us here at school. We're going to try to introduce a little bit of distraction into the mix. Outside he's been wonderful with this. This is pretty close quarters. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and we'll be back.